That's right, folks. It's Late Night Denver. Brought to you by
the Oriental Theater
and the Almighty
Mega Button Manufacturing and Three Kings Tavern.
Now let's have a round of applause for your host, Mr. John Rumley.
All right, Late Night Denver. Yes. Denver. Super excited about our show tonight. We got Ronnie Crawford coming on. Yes. Teresa Mercado live via satellite with the GEDS. Super excited about that. Also, Kid Congo Powers. Akmar PK on vocals. All right, Late Night Denver. We are back, episode 11. Let's have a big hand for Ronnie Crawford.
Hey guys. Howdy. How you doing up there? Cool. Hi, John.
Hi, Ronnie.
All right, Ronnie.
Please have a seat.
Oh, I'd love to.
How's it going, man?
John, howdy, boy.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yes. So,
Talk about some music here.
yeah,
Old days.
for a lot of people that well know, Ronnie Crawford was a big influence on both the music scene and the fashion scene. He had one of the best punk rock vintage clothes stores around, Rudely Decadent. We'd like to talk about that. What got you influenced to start doing that?
My mom was killer on the sewing machine. She made clothes for me. She made my sister's prom dresses, everything. I mean, she was really good. She made curtains for our house. So she and I would walk down, and I'm probably 6 or 8, walk down to High Street there in Columbus. This place called Bertha's Dry Goods.
Okay.
It was bolts of fabric, old school stuff. She had a ladder that was on a track. She would roll the ladder and climb up there and pull out buttons and notions and things like an old hardware store, but she had one of those. And I always remembered Bertha, and I thought, what a great name. You know, as a kid, she showed me how there was a grate out in front, and the Ohio State campus was right there. The kid somehow dropped money down there. She told me to chew up my gum, and she got this old stick for me. She told me how to go and do that. Pull it up real slow. I'd get a penny and a nickel and everything, you know. Sometimes I'd get a quarter. Other times I'd be pulling up, but it hit on the thing and drop down in there.
Like,
so Bertha was just this wonderful person in my life, you know. So I thought when it came time to do a store, that I'm going to name it Bertha's Dry Goods.
Okay.
So Rudely Decadent was Bertha's Dry Goods for about a year or so.
Before I went in there, I did not know that. Yeah.
Before I did it, and as I was changing my advertising, I advertised every week in Westward,
Right.
and it was Bertha's Dry Goods, and below it I put Coming Soon, Rudely Decadent, and then one week I just made the flip. It was Rudely Decadent, formerly Bertha's Dry Goods, and it just kept on going, and you know, and the Rudely thing just what a crazy name.
I have to say, when I first found out about your shop and we went down there, I was just blown away. It was like just this whole new, exciting thing that went when, you know, it's like punk rock had been around for a little while and the new wave thing was really taking off. And we went in there and just had everything, you know.
How old were you then?
I was 21,
Cool.
22, right around
Good
there.
age to be coming in, yeah.
1980, maybe 81. Right
Yep.
around there. Yeah.
Yep. Opened in '78, so that's about right.
Yeah.
Once I started getting doing vintage clothes, because I opened as antiques and collectibles, Fiesta Dinnerware and Roseville Pottery and furniture and things, and I morphed towards that music scene and doing the buttons and the pins. And
Oh yeah, you had all the punk rock buttons.
I did. It
and
says white punks on
sunglasses.
dope and
Yeah.
and white dopes on punk and all these buttons. Because back then everybody wore a whole vest full or lapel full of buttons that said crazy stuff.
Yeah.
If I found something I thought was cool and I thought I'd sell it, I'd take it next door and it'd go away.
I remember you used to get big crates or big bundles of vintage clothes.
Yep.
And a couple times you let us come in there and help you open the bundles and let us pick a couple things to help steam them and get them all pulled apart and stuff, which was awesome. Thank you very much.
Glad to.
Got my first sharkskin suit at Rudely Decadent.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And the way you are now, I'm sure you can still wear it.
Yeah.
A lot of us can't wear.
If I still have it.
Can't wear our clothes from back then.
Very cool. So, what about bands from around, touring bands and stuff? I know there was a lot of big bands that came into your store.
It seemed like, and I've often wondered this, if among the bands they had a little publication that said if you go to Denver, you got to go to Rudely Decadent,
Right.
Because they all came, and all I did was local advertising. I don't know how they found the store, but goodness, the Pretenders came in,
Awesome.
Stray Cats. The Clash.
Right.
It was one Saturday afternoon. The Clash was going to play up at Red Rocks. And I saw these people coming up. I had a back door entrance, and I'm walking up the street, and the women with tall hair and their little tight tour-door pants and strutting, you know, and the guys cool in rock and roll gabardine jackets and everything. And I said to Aubrey at the time, Aubrey, an old girlfriend and employee, I said, Aubrey, who's this? Because I feel like I know most of the people in town. Who's that? Oh, that's Joe Strummer, and that's the Clash. And oh my gosh, she just about wilted. It was so crazy. Oh God,
That is great.
And you know, all those people came in, and I never swooned over them or anything. I just said, just welcome to my store, enjoy yourself, and they always bought something. I didn't talk to them about their songs or what guitar riffs or any of that stuff.
Right.
I was just like, hey man, you're going to be at Red Rocks tonight. You're going to love it. First time there, and they'd say, oh, yeah, first time.
Very cool.
It's a great place to go play. Everybody wants to be at Red Rocks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So many of the bands came in. And a lot of
was the
people
spot.
that I didn't even know, somebody'd say, that's so-and-so from whatever movie or whatever. And I couldn't ever remember what the heck
Right.
movie they were in. But they found my store.
Very cool.
They found it.
So you, for your pastime, hobby and stuff, you like to fish the Platte River? Is that
I
right?
fish the South Platte. Yes, I do. And I work with conservation groups. I feel like I've turned into my father because he was always going to conservation and water meetings, Ducks Unlimited, Trout Unlimited, and that's what I've done since I've closed my last store, and I've got my three-night week gig at the Skylark, but I'm in meetings sometimes a couple times a day doing work to get that water quality better, get it restored.
Right.
Work with City Parks and Recreation, City Council, Greenway Foundation, doing a lot of stuff. And I fish. In the summertime, I'm in that, standing in that river 5 or 6 times a week. It's great.
Personally, I don't fish a lot,
therapeutic
but
stuff.
maybe you can get me out there.
I'd love to.
This spring we'll go out.
I'd love to, yeah.
Okay, well, we have to go to a break. Let's have a big hand for Ronnie Crawford.
Thank you.
Hey man, there's no fucking picture.
What's going on?
I see nothing.
Oh, dude, it's the fucking lens cap here. I got it. Okay. What am I supposed to say?
Sorry, but if you're a stoner, Luminosity.com can't help. Weed's like a short-term memory inhibitor for your brain, degrading your performance, making it unable to benefit from the science of neuroplasticity, wasting away with the munchies and playing video games. Stop being a stoner and discover what your brain can do.
So between you and me, before John comes in, I've been trying to get like a rock and roll band on for I don't know how long. He's like totally apprehensive to like loud music, which is crazy because I think he has some kind of like hearing damage to begin with. But oh, John! It's me, Teresa. I'm here with my favorite Denver band, the GEDS. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're actually the loudest band in North America. So I'm anticipating some hearing damage. I think you should definitely put in your earplugs because we don't want your hearing to get any more damaged. But let's head in and see my favorite Denver band, the GEDS. Come on.
Why
that I've ever possibly seen. I think I actually have like damage. The GEDS are my favorite band in Denver. Holy shit! I won't think my ears will stop ringing until like Wednesday. It's crazy. The GEDS totally fucking rock. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Just beauty. Oh my God.
Una noche de verano en la tierra del dólar fue lo que todo Chicago vio.
All right. Big hand for Live Via Satellite with Teresa Mercado. Super excited about our next guest. Let's have a big hand for Mr. Powers.
Evil is his one and only name. Evil, in his mind there is no other name.
Mr. Powers, do tell me, are you impressed by our one-car garage evil lair?
I'm confused about what's going on here. I think you got the wrong Mr. Powers. My name's Kid Congo Powers.
Your first name is really quite inconsequential, Mr. Powers. Would you like to pet my pussy, Mr. Bigglesworth?
What's going on here? There hasn't been a Austin Powers movie for like 5 years. I mean, what's up with Denver? I mean, what's going on? You guys are way behind the times.
Quite the wily nemesis you've become, Mr. Powers. As you may not know, Denver is being caught in a time warp, thereby bringing us 20 years behind from all the other cities. So do tell us, what brings you to Denver, Colorado, our evil city?
Well, actually, you offered me $300.
Ooh, a hefty sum of $300.
What's going on here?
Yes, I see. A little uppity are you, Mr. Powers, after your Seattle, Washington Seahawks crushed the Denver Broncos at the Super Bowl.
I'm from Washington, D.C.
Someone throw me a frickin' bone here. Who's in charge of the guest data, please?
Akbar Kincaid!
Yes, Akbar Kincaid. I see once again your insolence is causing us problems. For this, you must pay the price. Prepare to die, Akbar Kincaid.
No! No!
As you can see, we have quite the mess to clean up with the demise of Akbar Kincaid. I think it's time for us to go now. I bid you adieu. Mwah! Mwah!
So you think, but you're so very wrong. It's evil, but being wrong is right, so then you're good again, which is the evilest thing of all. Do you find his subtle ways invite you? Does he excite you? If his contradictions should attract you, then you're finished